Welcome. My name is Sione. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm one of the public relations coordinators here at the Diversity and Equity Center. Today, welcome to the virtual deck, or the DEC. We'll be talking about and highlighting different professional staff here and their roles and positions, what they do around here to help us and help the student community here on campus. First off, we'll start with Director Abby Chen.
As the director of the Diversity and Equity Center, it's my role to make sure that DEC is able to meet its mission. And so that means supporting our staff teams, whether student and professional staff, to create the programs and the workshops and the engagement activities that meet our mission in order to create a sense of belonging and space and place for students on campus. So part of my role as director is also making sure that the Diversity and Equity Center is represented across campus. And so what that means is often I and other folks on our team serve on campus-wide committees to make sure that student voices are heard and advocated for. When students aren't necessarily at the table, it's often a look at different policies or procedures, or perhaps the creation of more inclusive campus environments that I serve as a consultant on to make sure that we're able to center equity as part of our practice at Central. My role as the director is to also be a resource to students, and so I serve on an awesome staff team and we operate as a team to make sure that students are getting the support they need. So I host open office hours every week to talk with students about perhaps issues or positive things we get to celebrate that's happening across campus. It means talking one-on-one with people about identity and really digging into what it means to hold the identities we have. So this week I got to sit with students and talk about what it means to be multiracial on campus, how I navigate that space, and really share and creating community as well.
Thank you, Abby, for your contributions to the interview. It was nice to see different things that she does here around the office. Next, we'll be moving on to our Assistant Director, Kat.
Well, my role here as the Assistant Director for the Diversity and Equity Center is to provide opportunities for students to become educated and have a sense of community and belonging around a multitude of identities. As part of my job, I supervise our programming team and our facilitation team. The programming team really puts on our signature programs such as Day of the Dead, Parade of Nations, and Haru Matsuri. And so those are three of our signature programs where students really provide direction, provide input, and really develop and implement those programs, which is really cool. Another aspect, which is the training and facilitation team, is they really develop and facilitate our workshops on campus. So they do workshops related to Equity 101, Safer Spaces, microaggressions, as well as Disability 101. So that's really creating opportunities for students, staff, and faculty in our community to gain a better understanding of those various identities and potentially the issues and or lived experience they may have and how we can be better allies to them. Things that I do kind of outside of that is I really am committed and devoted to empowering students on campus to really have the ability to look beyond just what's happening in the academic classroom, but what's happening in life outside the academic classroom, and to grow as people and to feel empowered to develop leadership skills, to develop knowledge on how to be good allies. Also, what I've taken on this year, which has been kind of fun, is I'm facilitating a mindfulness program which is devoted to this aspect of self-care. A lot of times in social justice work and even in school or just as people, we don't take opportunities to take care of ourselves and what that means. And so Present Moments is the name of the program, and this winter it's running on Thursdays at 3 and Fridays at 12:15. It's an opportunity to come together with a group of people and just to be still, just be in the present moment and breathe and relax and take care of ourselves. So in essence, my job as Assistant Director is to really support Abby Chen, our director here at the Diversity and Equity Center, to accomplish the tasks she has at hand, to really support her vision for the center and where she'd like to take it, as well as empowering students to be the best possible people they can be and to gain the most out of their experience here at Central Washington University.
Thank you, Kat, for your interview. Next, we'll be talking about Michelle Cook, the DEC's Professional Office Assistant/Secretary. What I could say personally right off the bat is she really is kind of like the motherly nature around the office. She is the backbone She makes sure that our clerical work is done alongside our office assistants. But with that, like purchasing, finances, like all the organizing, the things that we tend to not look at or really look at on the surface, that's what she really handles. So Michelle really is, even though she's under the radar, she's really responsible for like the back end things done here at the Diversity and Equity Center. Next we'll be talking about our graduate assistant, Erica Collins.
Hello, my name is Erica Collins. I'm the graduate assistant here at the DEC. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a first year grad student in the school psychology program here at Central. One thing that I have come to realize as a graduate assistant, because I straddle the lines between student staff because I am still a student and pro staff because I am a graduate assistant, is that our pro staff do a lot that we as students don't often get a chance to see, because it is a lot of behind the scenes work and a lot of logistics that can sometimes go unnoticed and unheard, but they do put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this office, and they make it the extraordinarily amazing place that it is. My perspective on the work that is done here is unique because I get an insider's look on everything that happens in the DEC that regular student staff don't get a chance to see. I know information, but it's hard sometimes to remain a student and not a pro staff, so it's hard for me to delineate where I'm just a student and where I'm just a pro staff. So I often find those two worlds are mixing, which is totally fine. I have adjusted to it, I have grown to love it. But in the beginning, it was a difficult adjustment to make. Coming in as a grad student, which is an adjustment, a new role, grad assistant, which is an adjustment, a new department, which is an adjustment, and then on top of that, having to straddle the lines between student staff and pro staff. But all in all, I love it here. There's no other place I'd rather be. Grad school is amazing, so if you think you're going to grad school, please go to grad school. It is a hard experience, but in the end it's definitely worth it. And come stop by the DC. I am here and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Erica. It was a pleasure to work with you so far. Everything she does around the office is always noticed. She's a big supporter and assistant to the functions around the office, whether it be programming or the different events that are going on in here. Next, we have a testimony and another shared experience from one of our CW students, Jessica.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I am the Vice President of Equity and Community Affairs. While my term as Vice President, I had the opportunity to work with Veronica Gomez and Abby Chain on the ESC. They've both been the advisors for the Equity and Service Council this year, and it's been one of the best experiences here as advisors. They help with a lot of the processes of funding requests and travel forms and all that jazz. A lot of students in the Equity and Service Council go up to Abby and what was Veronica as well for help when needed. They also gave us updates on resources here on the deck. Everybody comes here as a safe place, and so them being here makes it even more at home.
Thank you, Jessica, for sharing with us. And with that, that kind of concludes our video. Thank you for joining us for the virtual DEC, the Diversity and Equity Center. Please, if you're looking for us, we are located at Central Washington University in Black Hall 101. And then you could also follow us online on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But also we have resources on our website, and if you're a student on campus, please check that out at cwu.edu/diversity. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good one.